Welcome back. Now, lots of developments in the Guwahati molestation case today. First, the editor-in-chief of the local television channel that filmed the entire incident resigned today after serious questions have been raised about his reporter's role in instigating the mob that night. Meanwhile, Assam's chief minister refused to apologize for revealing the name and the photograph of the girl. And in all of this, the role of the National Commission for Women has also come under sharp scrutiny. One of their committee members revealed the girl's name in a press conference and was dropped yesterday after a media outcry. But the story, to me, raises a larger question. How effective is the National Commission for Women as a body?
The National Commission for Women members have the audacity to go and disclose the name of these people and the name of the victim, I'm sorry. And this is in complete contravention to the Supreme Court guidelines.
Custodian of women's rights or a toothless tiger? The Guwahati incident has raised uncomfortable questions about the National Commission for Women, questions about its relevance and whether it has really succeeded in protecting women's rights in the country. As a statutory body, the NCW has no investigative or punitive powers. It can at best recommend action.
मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ कि क्या एनसीडब्ल्यू में आज तक कोई केस सॉर्ट आउट नहीं हुआ है? पता नहीं कितने परसेंट केसेस सॉर्ट आउट हुए हैं 20 साल में, ये भी लोगों को पता होना चाहिए। हाँ, ये मैं ज़रूर कहती हूँ कि हम रिकमेंडेटरी बॉडी हैं, लेकिन इसके अलावा ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे यहाँ से कोई आउटपुट नहीं आ रहा।
But the numbers speak otherwise. There's a huge backlog of cases and the rate of disposal is abysmal. In 2012, until the 30th of May, the total number of complaints registered was 6,700. Only 60 hearings were held and there are no figures on how many were successfully disposed of.
Where there is a will, there is a way, and where there is no will, there is an excuse. So for making a difference, you need a will. It is like we discussed earlier, that these NGOs who have no statutory backing, they have no authority of law, they have been able to actually make a difference.
For many, the story of NCW and other statutory bodies like it is a matter of perspective, a way of looking at a glass half full or half empty. On the one hand, you have a platform for airing grievances. On the other hand, all you get is all promise and no action. But for many, it is the action that legitimizes, instills faith in a democratic institution.
Assault is something where the civil society, not the NGOs, but all of us who are there as citizens of India look so indifferent and also sometimes look so brutal.
With camera person Azam in New Delhi, Avleen Gill, NDTV.
That brings us to our second debate tonight. Should the National Commission for Women be disbanded altogether? Do tell us what you think. Joining us on the program this evening from Mumbai, we're joined by BJP member and actor Kiran Kher. Purnima Advani, the former chairperson of the NCW, also joins us from Mumbai. We have Nirmala Sawant Prabhavalkar, the member of the National Commission for Women, a current member who's also the former chairperson of the Maharashtra State Women's Commission. I hope I pronounced your name, ma'am. It's not an easy name to pronounce. We have Nandita Rao, senior lawyer, also Madhu Mehra, who's a lawyer, and she's in the studio with us. Let me first get the critics to comment on what their issues are. Kiran Kher, do you think that the NCW is an effective body? Do you think this country needs an NCW in its present form? Does it need to be strengthened or should it be disbanded?
Nidhi, I think we do need an NCW, but we do not need it in the present form. I mean, most of these government bodies are headed by political appointees, or you know, the entire system, the way it works from the top to the bottom with the implementation is very, very weak. I think that needs to be strengthened. I think there need to be people who have been working in this area being appointed, and I think more than an NCW, this country needs an NCM, a National Commission for Men, because they need to change the mindsets of the men perpetrating these horrific instances and crimes on women. Till you change those mindsets, nothing is going to work. So even the NCW needs to work on that much more than just landing up whenever there is a problem. You have to make sure, you have to have prevention rather than cure in this case, because till you change those mindsets, it's not going to work. So let the NCW do some sterling work like certain NGOs do and go out into the field, have workshops, have sustained efforts at actually trying to bring about change in mindset of even the ladies who are the mothers of people with their changing mindset, what they teach their children, how the children grow up with respecting women, all that is inculcated in the men of this country.